Welcome to another episode of Mexican in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to start the video a bit differently, and this is because you guys have been asking where do I get my ingredients, where can I get some dried chilies, where can I get some poblano peppers like the ones I used in the poblano chicken video, or all these kind of ingredients that is not very common to find in Europe. And well, there's some options, but I just found this store, Las Tunas Fi. It's a great store, they have great prices, they're really nice people, really helpful. It's online, so you can order from wherever you are. You can get really nice ingredients, and the nice thing is that they're based in Tampere, where I live, so I like supporting local businesses. I think we should all do the same. And I just got a shipment from them, which is really nice, and the best part of it was I got this Abuelita chocolate. It's super good. It's a very Mexican thing. I really miss this. And in this video I'm just going to show you how to prepare it, because it's very simple, very easy. It's really delicious. It goes with any kind of some salty sweet bread, with many of the typical dishes, with many of the really typical traditions we have in Mexico. This thing is always there. So I hope you like the video, and let's get to it. I got this box, and this box has usually 6 tablets. Sometimes you might get some of these promotions that gives you an extra one. And once you open the box, you will see these are packed individually. They come like this. It's 90 grams. So you have to open this package, and this tablet presentation is so it keeps fresh. The texture of this chocolate is really hard. It's hard to cut with your hands, or if you want to bite into it, you might get some of the chocolate, but it's very, very hard. And it comes with these 4 divisions, because one of these tablets you can dissolve into 1 liter of milk. So if you want to do 1 cup, 2 cups, or the whole liter, then you have to cut them through this. Of course, you can use less or more chocolate. You can use as much as you want, but I'm going to use these for half a liter. And I'm also cutting it into small pieces, because it will make it faster. When I put it into the milk, it will dissolve nicer. And of course, it's nicer if you do this on a chopping board, because you will get a lot of this dust that we don't want to throw anything away. So we're going to take this and take it to our milk. On this pot, I have half a liter of milk. Again, the whole ratio for milk and chocolate is 1 tablet per 1 liter. So if you want 2 liters, 2 tablets, it's very simple. Of course, you can use more if you want more taste, more concentrated. You can use a bit more. If you think it's too strong, you can use a bit less. I think the recommended portion is quite good. So basically I have my milk on a medium fire, so a 3 or 4 out of 6 on the stove. You have to be very careful, because milk can very easily overflow when it gets warm. So just keep an eye on it, wait for a bit. Once your milk is warm already, you can see the steam coming off. I'm just going to throw my chocolate in there. I have the half a tablet, so I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna make sure all the dust that I got from cutting the chocolate goes in there. I don't want to throw anything away. And now we're just going to wait, but while waiting, we're going to keep mixing our chocolate, and this will help for the tablet to dissolve faster. I'm going to use a balloon mixer, because it will help for us to get some more foam. Usually in Mexico we will use a molinillo, which is this thing. It's usually carved from 1 piece of wood. It has some parts that move, and we use it to spin around and make a lot of foam. But that's a very Mexican thing. You cannot really find those in Europe so easily. So we're using this balloon mixer just to keep the same idea of spinning it and making the foam. So I continue pressing the chocolate into the bottom of the pot, just mixing, making sure it dissolves completely, and we'll continue this process for a while. So now our chocolate has dissolved completely. You can see that beautiful color. And this is the way usually people do it in Mexico, either with the molinillo or with this balloon mixer. Just take it between your both hands and spin it as quickly as you can. Just go back and forth. Try to keep it on the same spot. Of course it can move a bit, but try to keep it on the same spot. you will see how this foam starts forming on the edges of the pot. That's exactly what we're going for. There's some small towns in Mexico where people will do this, will mix this chocolate with water, just make a lot of foam, and basically if you buy it on the street, they have these small cups kind of thing, more like bowls where they serve it, and they serve mostly the foam, because the foam has a lot of flavor, that has a texture, and it's a very traditional drink, and the drink itself is very little amount. So we all love this foamy chocolate, especially for winter. It's a really, really nice drink to have. So just continue mixing. Of course, it depends on how much foam you want. If you do it for a while, I did it for just a couple minutes and still my chocolate was really foamy, really nice. But of course, the longer you do it, the more foam and the nicer it will be. This is how we make the chocolate. It was very simple, very easy. It's quite quick. You just have to wait for the milk to warm up. And now we are ready to serve. I'm just pouring my chocolate into my mug, and you will see how beautiful it is, how thick it is. The foam, the color, and the texture are amazing. And if you could smell this, the chocolate cinnamon smells are extremely nice. It's just the perfect chocolate cup. This is basically how you prepare Mexican chocolate. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's really foamy. It's really nice. You get from milk and the chocolate when you mix it and you make these circle motions. You start getting a lot of this foam forming, and you will start noticing like the cinnamon smell is really nice. The chocolate smell kind of fills the whole apartment. At least my whole room is smelling like really strong chocolate. And this is really nice because chocolate comes from Mexico, and I must say chocolate bars in Europe are amazing. They're really nice. They created this really fine chocolate, really good. But in Mexico, chocolate like this is mostly made in drinks with these traditional recipes. These tablets are really traditional. You will notice if you bite into the tablet, the taste is completely different to what you will find in Europe. And that's basically the traditional way. They have been doing it for years and years, even before Spanish came there, Europeans came to America. They have been using chocolate like this for ages now, and there's nothing wrong with this. Like, there's no reason to change it because it just works so nicely. So you can have this chocolate just for the sake of having it. You can have it with some bread. At least I'm having it with some of the Finnish bread. That's really nice, this sweet bread. But it goes really nice for any occasion. I know that any Mexican that will try this, it will take him straight back to home. It's the kind of like things that gives you a lot of memories, because this thing is around everywhere, and you always have like some family gathering. You always have some grandma that made this for you, or you always had some kind of like party where they made chocolate and tamales or something. So it's very close to Mexican culture. It's something that not many people try or use outside from Mexico, but give it a try. Hope you like the video, subscribe, press like, all those, and we'll see you in the next one.